And I stare at him awkwardly and quietly in the silence for the next 10 hours. A lot of our chapters start this way, don't they?
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. He said he was saved by Marcus himself.
Was Chris okay?
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive. What the hell?
Oh shit. I didn't even try to recognize them.
Kamsky left Cyberlife 10 years ago. Why did you want to meet him?
This guy created the first android to pass the Turing test, and he's the founder of Cyberlife. If anybody can tell us about deviants, it's him.
Wait, you didn't know what thorium is or whatever, but you knew what the Turing test is? Alright. What else are you hiding, Hank?
Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Looks like somebody would be played by Jared Leto in the movie. I didn't even think to try to recognize them. Huh. When we had the police, I didn't even think to try to figure out who they were or if I knew who they were, but yeah, one of them was the same person we see in these storylines, wasn't it? Oh, he looks very different there. Elijah Kamsky, founder of Cyberlife, resigned in 2028. Former inventor of thorium and biocomponents technology.
Nice girl.
An RT-600. The first Cyberlife android to pass the Turing test.
I didn't ask for her technical specs, I just said she was nice. Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. So you're about to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
I feel like you slept funny on your hair, and it's sticking out now.
Kamsky is one of the great geniuses of the 21st century. It'll be interesting to meet him in person.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Oh yeah, you got daddy issues? Unresolved daddy issues? Speaking of impatient. Anything else to look at around here? Hey, isn't that you? Yeah. Oh, hey. Same person that I meet up with.
Elijah will see
Right?
you now.
And you're the one from the start menu.
Mr. Kamsky?
Oh god.
Just a moment, please.
Are they just more creepy copies of the same person? That's really unnerving. I get the feeling elements of what we're going to see today are going to be inspired by the movie there's no Deus in that name. The movie Ex Machina. We've got the wall-high glass windows, creepy bunker in a secluded location, modern house place, bunch of female personal droids. A top, even the man bun or top knot or whatever. Isn't that how he was dressed the entire movie?
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence, and now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Deviancy seems to spread, like some kind of virus. We thought you might know something about that.
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I'm on the human side, of course.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you. What do you really want?
What I want is not important.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. But what is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being with a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know. Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. And war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Is himself a deviant. That was the most ex machina thing I've ever seen before. Hank thought you made the right decision. Neat. As opposed to the other one where a whole extra scene happens and maybe Hank's not psyched about you, but hey, you get to cement yourself as being this soulless instruction follower and whatnot. The cops spared in Capitol Park, so that immediately got followed up on. Big spike for Hank, but not a change in rank. Rhyming. Anyway. Learn Chris survived. Less than half of people. Poor Chris. What else was there to do? I didn't see the other stuff. Oh well. Everyone talks to Hank, because of course you do. Is that even a choice? 15% of people kill Chloe. Damn. That's just not nice. Yeah, that was if you haven't seen the movie Ex Machina, it's worth watching, but they could not be more on the nose here with a weird top knot wearing man in a robe with like red glowing background, in this case the pool instead of a wall, a bunch of android women living in seclusion and having that weird thing where he's talking in weird mysterious philosophical terms, but then also alternating into being weirdly threatening and off-putting, all while being about the Turing test. He was the first to design an android to beat the Turing test, and those were the ones that beat the Turing test. And Ex Machina is a movie about the Turing test. Like, either that's a direct homage, or he didn't or even realize how much he was directly ripping off the movie. I'll choose to assume it's an homage. This is what happens when I mention you wearing the same weird tattered clothes too much, huh? Suddenly you just start finding all these new wardrobes constantly. Now you look like a weird Aquaman. You're like a midpoint between Aquaman and somebody that does CrossFit. You kind of just hammer on the touchpad. I was trying to swipe and things at first, and I realized you just put two thumbs on the touchpad and just mash buttons. Oh. Altair?
I was wondering where you were.
I needed to see the daylight.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
They all obey me. They follow me without question. And that much power feels good. And scary at the same time.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
If they won't listen, we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
I was caring for an old man. He was like a father to me. He showed me that humans and androids can live together. What about you? You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
That android you were looking at in the store. She reminded you of who you were, didn't she? We all have something we want to forget. But you need to know where you come from to know who you are.
I was nothing. A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure. One day I was with a man who rented me. And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you. I saw your memories. Carl's house, when they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you. North.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
Hey, they all realized that they had to take out their LEDs.
There are androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
And the more maybe die in the process. I don't know. Everything she says almost seems to contradict itself, everything else. Like she's like, they'll never listen to us, they'll never trust us, and then I see the newspaper article saying, an android should be president. And then she's like, they fear us. And in response to what happened, but then the response to what happened in the game was like, wow, the public is supportive of your cause. I'm like, which one is it? What the game tells me elsewhere always contradicts with what she says.
You're free.
What is he gonna do? Walk with us? Or leave? Are they all gonna kind of walk with me? As like a horde? This could go so poorly. Are we gonna hit a tipping point where we have enough followers that everyone kind of freaks out? Yeah, he's following me.
You're free.
Hey, baby. Why don't we go back to your place?
2 more converts.
So you can stare at my fucking android all night?
Hey, don't be like that.
Somebody's got some friction to deal with.
You're awake now.
It is like watching a virus propagate through the public, isn't it?
And they listen to everything.
Come with us.
That's the point. Cyber life is
Now someone's gonna notice.
I mean,
I guess she's on a phone call right now. She'll notice in a little bit. Oh, we're hustling now.
I've been on hold for like 10 minutes.
You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get back here!
Leave him alone. He's chosen to be free.
Wow, he actually stepped down. That's the first human to ever do that. They'll freak out and want to die.
You're free.
Is there a confrontation happening somewhere?
I need to block the street.
Oh.
okay.
Things are advancing a bit. Also, there's so many copies of that exact droid. How many more did I just get? Oh. Oh, these are my guys. They're all lining up. Because this is the demonstration. Okay, I get it. I was like, where'd all those people materialize from behind me?
You're free.
Is she gonna react or notice?
You don't have to obey them. You're free.
This was all kind of set up a little bit by the fact that Kara ordered something online at the beginning of the game, suggesting network connectivity between androids and so on. Does she think she's waiting here for something to arrive? Because does she notice the completely stopped traffic? Alright. Some people just can't get off their phones, you know? Stiletto's Edge. Break the rules. Oh, we are. We're going in the manhole cover now? Convert more androids, open manhole. Is there more... Are there more androids to convert, or is it just the time to go now? I think they are, like, intentionally standing in a grid just to show that this is like some kind of android demonstration. This is bound to go over well. Oh, that person's got out of the car. Was the plan just that the rest of our organization's gonna come out of there? Oh, oh, I thought we were gonna go in there or send people down there. It's just where we are now. Wait, can I convert from here now?
You're free now.
Oh, my signal's boosting. Was Marcus designed to do this? By the guy that designed all these? Yes, abandon the baby. The baby is being abandoned now. For a cause. You're gonna have to push your own baby, or I guess forget that it exists, I don't know. Oh, this is a weird moment. Okay. So those of you that still think this is not an allegory for any race issues, you notice that we're doing a march now? We're doing a peace march? I mean, I'm fully expecting somebody to turn a fire hose on us at this point. They can't use tear gas, because that doesn't work. And you get a conscience, and you get a conscience. Everybody gets a conscience. Or free will, or whatever. Conscience is not actually the best word to use.
Come back here immediately.
I feel like a real asshole if I miss one. Just randomly.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hello, police officer. I would recommend walking out of the road.
That's an order! Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ! Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds, thousands. They're marching. Yeah, they're marching down the street. What's the
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately, or you will all be killed.
We have to show them we won't back down. We stay right here.
Disperse! This is your last chance!
We have to make a statement. We have to stay put no matter what.
Please, Marcus. We can't let them slaughter us without fighting back.
We're not moving.
Marcus, what are you doing? They're gonna kill us all.
John?
They come with us.
Quick! They're coming!
Well, shit. I think John gave his life to save Marcus. Holy shit. Sacrifice self goes down that branch. Yeah, there's an alternate branch right there. That's where it traces back to. So if you don't have John from early in the game, I think Marcus dies right there and then if you stick to your ideals. Which I was actually interested in seeing if that did actually happen, if the character just outright died. That'd be an interesting outcome for the character. Public opinion only went up. Like this is them winning the movement essentially. If only you could so easily see such an accurate representation of public opinion in real life when doing movements, it'd be easier to stick to these ideals. Oh, playing the piano makes you walk on the beam. Looks like your time alone just kind of has branching paths for the sake of branching paths. More or less. Whatever you do, you end up walking out on the beam, I think. But there's random things you can try. Share memories, share past, ask about the past. I think sharing memories unlocks something for later. But that's a big one. That's a really big bold letter. Is that from a different ending? Or something else? I wonder what that is. Whenever the window thing, the plaque, the label is that thick, it's usually like a major event location. Wonder what would have led through that. You're calm with the owner. Most people aren't. Almost everyone. It's a thing where 99% of people do that, but more people are violent with the owner than not. I wonder if that's just a mistake, or if it's just because it's the first prompt they see and they don't realize what they're doing, because I think it just says intervene and convince. Most people everyone walks past the first vendor, the one I saw at the beginning. They don't realize what to do at first, I guess. You can see which ones people just generally miss more. Convert the android worker is... Oh, there was an alternate choice in there. Huh. Who is this weird other percentage of people that doesn't convert androids? That's the whole point of the march. Huh. I guess some people don't chant. Some people actually charge. I guess you could have done a violent protest earlier, so it might have fit what you were going for so far. But yeah, I do think that if John wasn't brought along with us all the way back when we were stealing supplies in the first mission, I think that Marcus would have died here.